What's going on, King and Queen Cobras, and welcome back to the dojo. You know, I just finished watching Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2, and just when you thought that the stakes couldn't be taken any higher, we're introduced to the World Tournament of Karate, the Saikai Taikai. I can tell you that you are not ready for what is going to happen leading into the second chapter of this final season. I'm going to tell you why that is without spoiling you, of course, so don't worry about spoilers in this video. This video is completely spoiler free, no worries about that. I do have a spoiler video linked in the description, so if you want to check that one out, feel free. But when it comes to Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2, you should all know that there are new alliances, new twists, and echoes from the past that come to haunt this second part that take this final season to a whole new level. Nothing can prepare you to face the truths of Season 6 Part 2. As far as my content for Cobra Kai goes, be sure to join my countdown and watch party stream happening on the evening of the 14th leading into the 15th. Heck, it could be happening right now depending on when you're watching this video, as well as a spoiler stream a few days after release to go alongside my spoiler review as well. As you can see, there's plenty to get a hold of, but for now, let's get into this review.
Let's begin!
Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 continues everything from Part 1 and put it on steroids. New rivalries are born, new alliances are made, and entanglements happen that you would have never thought to even exist. This alongside with everything that has happened historically throughout Cobra Kai, even dating back to the Karate Kid franchise, as we've come to expect throughout the past 5 seasons. These are rivalries that have been going on since the beginning, and if you've been following Cobra Kai since day 1, you'll know what to expect and see. But this time around, there are new rivalries created as the show introduces us to new dojos in the Sekai Taikai tournament. These new rivalries that are created help introduce us not only to the new dojos as I mentioned, but also the key fighters within those dojos themselves, some of which play huge roles shaping these 5 episodes that make up Part 2. And if you thought that the rules for the All Valley were pedestrian, wait till you guys get a load of the tournament rules and the matches for the Sekai Taikai. These matches will keep you on the edge of your seat, and I can't wait for you guys to see the fights that take place this round. Grueling. Just take a look at this clip.
Welcome to Barcelona, bitch.
Guys, this tournament is so lit, and it is going to be unlike anything that you have seen play out on the show, but the question remains, will the pressure of Tori's move to Cobra Kai get to Robbie, and will Miyagi-Do be able to recover from it? This is a question that will be taking center stage in the next 5 episodes and shape up how things will angle this season, and something that I want you all to take a really close look at when you're watching Season 6 Part 2. Entanglements and relationships that have never been explored between characters in this show threaten to destroy what little future remains from past relationships. We all remember that Season 5 had a lot of twists and turns between characters, as I mentioned before. Plenty of face and heel turns along with surprises that none of us could have predicted. For Season 6 Part 2, this is ramped up again, and we are reminded as to why there isn't any show like this on television, and precisely why it is one of the best shows on Netflix, and in my opinion, one of the best shows that Netflix has ever done. As in past seasons, Cobra Kai Season 6 Part 2 is no stranger to the past, and we will continue to go down the past learning more about Mr. Miyagi and his participation into the Sekai Taikai tournament. The road gets pretty dark, and the more that we find out about his involvement, and I obviously won't mention any specifics in this video, but what I will tell you is that this secret will make Daniel question Miyagi-san even more. And as always, Daniel and Johnny's rivalry take front and center stage to no one's surprise, but what will surprise you is how much more pressure that baggage takes on in this tournament. Focus is something that is key when it comes to fighting in the dojo, and if that focus becomes unraveled, fighters will become exposed and vulnerable. This becomes a reoccurring theme, as we may have guessed, for Robbie Keane, and as he deals with Tori Nichols' defection in the next 5 episodes, it gets so bad that his position as captain of Miyagi-Do is threatened, and the trickle-down effect harms the entire team. Robbie is challenged in these next 5 episodes, and he will have to make a decision that will change the entire trajectory of the team. As always, when it comes to Cobra Kai, when things appear to be peaceful, there's always snakes lurking in the grass, as I said in my previous review. Season 6 Part 2 continues the tradition of snakes lurking with traps set for our heroes as always. And per usual, the show does a great job giving us more than enough context clues, keeping us on the edge of our seats, wondering what their next move will be. Character growth and development continues as well, not only for Tori Nichols, but also for Robbie Keane and Miguel Diaz. And guys, look, if we think back to everything that Miguel has gone through since he was first introduced on Cobra Kai, dating back to his first victory.
It's not lame ass karate. It's Cobra Kai.
To the school fight and becoming paralyzed temporarily. To the demise of his father.
I should probably get going, actually.
Yeah? All right. Chicharrón for one.
Finally coming full circle with Robbie.
So, is it over? You guys good? Well, thank God, because if you still hated each other when the baby gets here.
The baby. Wait, what? Like you and my mom?
Miguel has grown up before our very eyes, and these next 5 episodes, that growth is put on full display. And now that Robbie is the team captain, he must learn to lead, and the distraction he faces with his girlfriend now being the captain for Cobra Kai, he must somehow overcome that distraction and lead his dojo into victory. That will lead Robbie down a dark path that he will need to learn how to navigate, and that's just one of the many ways that the growth of these characters are put on full display the next 5 episodes, and I want to say that I just can't wait for you guys to experience it for yourselves. Issues that were put under a microscope the first 5 episodes will be addressed in these next 5, and as you can imagine, cause a lot of ripples and tensions throughout the show. As things are with teenagers and adolescents, these issues can get quite messy at times, but by the end, you guys, you'll find yourselves cheering on our heroes and hoping for the best outcome despite the circumstances, and that alone will get you to return episode after episode after episode. The tournament is such a big part of these next 5 stories, but the main story is the conflict that many of these characters are going through. And it feels like the tournament just makes these conflicts ignite like gasoline to an open flame at times. There is so much action in these next 5 episodes, and if you love action when it comes to Cobra Kai, that's exactly what you're going to get. I know a lot of folks tune in for the drama when it comes to Cobra Kai, and there's plenty of that in these next 5 episodes, guys. Don't worry about that, but bruh, this is the Saikai Taikai, the World Tournament. And it makes the All Valley Tournament look like a tournament for pussies, as Johnny Lawrence would put it. But bro, I'm telling you guys right now, this tournament is gonna split your wig. I guarantee it. You know that there's going to be action, and this tournament pulls no punches. There's a level of martial arts that is showcased in these next 5 episodes that has never been seen before in any episode of Cobra Kai. It's truly taken to the next level. The level of intensity is just unmatched, guys. Every single episode you see is action-packed, and by the end, you'll be at the edge of your seat with the biggest fight yet, with a climax ending bigger than anything that we could have possibly imagined. Yo, can I get real for you for a minute? Come here. Come closer. Yo, by the end of episode 10, I'm gonna tell you straight up that when the credits roll, your jaw will be on the floor, sitting in complete silence. I'd love to get into the ramifications of that, but until then, you will have to wait and see for yourself. I give the second part of Cobra Kai Season 6 a 9 out of 10. It's an extremely strong continuation of a captivating franchise that raises the stakes to the next level, and just when you think that the show has outdone itself, it comes back to surprise you again with appearances you wouldn't expect to see from the past, as well as a climax that is sure to blow your mind. Nothing can prepare you to face the truths on the second part of Cobra Kai Season 6. Plenty of action, plenty of drama, and the surprises will leave you completely shell-shocked. Don't miss the second part of Cobra Kai Season 6 streaming exclusively on Netflix this Friday, November 15th. I'll be hosting a countdown live stream for it, so you won't want to miss that as we get closer to the finale of Cobra Kai. So be sure you're subscribed to the channel with your bell notifications turned on. And if you haven't already, make sure to show no mercy to that like button as well. Until the next one, Cobras, I'm your host with the most A to the P, Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, and as always, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Asa!